What's going on, Point Park? Just want to give you an idea of what fitDEGREE can do at your rec center. So I'm going to show you what your students are going to do on the app and how you're going to set it up on the admin. So first, let's look at a populated demo account of ours to see that we can post events on the app. And what that does is we put a picture, we put the date and the title. I can click into it and I can quickly sign up for it, or I can also share it for my friends to sign up for it. Looking back out, we also see the class schedule. Same thing. I can look into it, see all the details I need. I can also quickly register for it. If I don't want to register that quick, I can click into it to see more details. Maybe learn about the instructor. See how many people are going roughly, where the location is, who it's for, things like that. And then what you see down here is actually friends. So what we really want to do is make this a social platform for your students. Similar to Facebook, your students can send out friend requests to their other students on campus. And when I do that, that actually has to be a mutual thing. So I send that out. They can accept it or decline it. And when they accept it, what they can do is I can see who's going to class. And when I click register, I register for it. We use payments for our studios, but in case you don't use payments, that won't be there. I'll just click register. And then I'm actually prompted to invite the friends that I've made on the app. So I would click invite, invite. Now Nick and Daniel will get a push notification to their smartphone that I invited them to class. So it's a really cool way to keep them active and accountable. And then lastly, if their friend doesn't have the app downloaded, they just click share. They get a link. When I take this link, and I open it up, it's going to bring me to the website version of our app, and it's going to be the exact class I want to sign up for. So coming back to the mobile app, if you have a store, they'll be able to purchase things on the app, such as memberships and passes. But really what I want to get to is this announcement board. I've seen you guys use it a little bit, but just to announce your hours for the upcoming months. Instead, we want to make this a fun thing where you're promoting an event, or maybe a not so fun thing where you're promoting a new student, a new policy going on in your student center. So be creative with this announcement board because they come with a push notification. So you can put these out once a week. Maybe it's the benefits of yoga and why you should sign up for the next class. Maybe it's an event going on that you're promoting off campus. Maybe it is your new hours. But we can use this announcement board. I would say you could send 1 or 2 a week to this announcement board and just fill it with content like it's your own social media page. So that's to highlight the my fitDEGREE Studio. That's to highlight what the mobile app can do for your students. We'll have events up top. We'll be able to register for classes and invite our friends. And when we do register, we'll get push notification reminders of upcoming classes. And then we also want to leverage the announcement board. Other things on the app, they know their schedule, so they know what they've signed up for. They can see who their friends are on the app. They get these push notifications for reminders. And then they can also look at things like their settings, see who they've blocked, think previous things they signed up for, stuff like that. When I go over to the admin side of things, you're probably going to mostly be in this live schedule or the announcement board. Live schedule, really simple. Anytime I want to add something to the calendar, I just click add. If it's a class or an event, we also do one-on-one and series, but I don't know how much you'll be using it. So let's look at a class. Really simply, you say if this is a repeating or a one-time thing. Repeating, think once a week, every Monday at 5 a.m. Or a one-time thing, you just fill in the details. So start time, end time, date range, the days that it's going to happen, and then when you put in the class, you can choose from a list of that you created. But if you haven't created it yet, you just click this plus button. You kind of fill in some details for the class. For the class group, we're just going to create one called Core Classes, a little bit more complicated feature for our yoga studio clients. So you'll just put Core here, and you just fill all these out. How early can people register for this event? When's the latest they can register for the event? What's the difficulty level? I don't need to check that this is a requires payment, and then put the description in. And then you just move through classes, instructor, location, max attendance, if you want them to sign a waiver. And then don't worry about the tag, you're just going to click publish now. So really easy to put classes on the schedule. Just as easy to put events on the schedule. If I click event, you can put an image, a title, a body, display it on the app if I want to require payment, and then if I want to send a push notification with it. All the users have their own profiles, so if I click into one, I'll be able to see, for you guys, you won't have active memberships and passes, but you'll be able to put memos on students' accounts and see what past classes they've registered, if they missed it, if they attended it, if they canceled it, and then, more things about them like a waiver that they've signed or about me contact information such as, email, phone number, birthday, stuff like that. So, that's a high-level overview of what it can do. We want to promote and register for events and classes, and we want to post to the announcement board to fill it up with content as a way to engage them. And lastly, what I wanted to highlight is putting this on your website. So we do have website widgets. If I go down to My FitSpot, widgets, we can put the live schedule so that people can register for class. Similarly, I can do a one-time class. So if I click into any of my classes or events on the calendar, I click this share button, and that also generates a link that you can put that one thing on their website. So they go to the website, click here, and they're brought up to register. And then also, we can put this whole thing on your website in general. So this is actually the Point Park one. You'll have to put in this unique code, app.fitdegree.com/T/dashboard?F equals 23. That makes sure so that people go directly to your page because they will be able to look at other fit spots when they're on the website. So we want to make sure we put in this F equals 23 portion so that they go directly to your fit spot. So that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any ideas of how to engage your students. I'd be happy to answer and help brainstorm with you. Thanks.